Hello, this is a 15-minute tutorial of how to install and how to start the arena, Age of Wonders 3 arena, I should say. So Hilliaden, one of the admins for the battlefield, he have created kind of a guide. So it's basically 5 steps that you need to complete. So you need to get these 3 mods: the Decadence, the Elemental mod, No Domain Structure, and then also this downloaded 2 files from Dropbox. So if you click on this link to get to the Dropbox Arena mod, you see 2 files. You see the Arena Balance version 1.04, and then the UGC Arena. So for example, you click there and then you download it. So since I already have it, I don't mind. I don't think it's a problem to download it because it will just end up in my download folder. Sorry, and then you go back and then you also download this one, direct download. So now we have the 2 files in our download folder. And then since I'm on a Mac, it's maybe a bit different, but then you need to go to the Finder, and then you press like Option, and then there will be a folder which will open the library. I think on a Windows computer it's much easier. You go to Documents, My Games, and then you Profile, and then you go to your user content, and then you basically just do exactly what I will show you what you do now. And then you go to Age of Wonders 3, and you go to user content, and then you can open your downloads folder, and then you can copy these 2 files, and then or you can just basically drag them in here. So just drag them to I will not do it now, or maybe I did it anyway. I'm not sure. I don't think I did. But anyways, then they will end up here in this folder. So then you have them here. So now you have done part basically 1, and then you put the 2 files in the folder. You can actually see for a user, for a Windows user, how to do it here. And then you download this other mods, like we said, and then you go to your launcher, Age of Wonders 3 launcher. And what you should do first is to press update. What will happen then is that the Age of Wonders will sync what is in your user content folder with this launcher here. So then you need to activate the mods that you need to use, and you have the list still in the background here. So then we have Arena Balance, and then we need Elemental mod. Then we need let's see. Elemental mod, no domain structure, minimum distance, and then we need the Decadence map editor content. So that should be 5 mods, yep. And then you press play. And since if you're playing online with someone else, then you go to online multiplayer, and then you click internet, and then you click host game, and then you and then you click scenario. So what we want to do now is just to do it in single player to show you. In multiplayer, of course, you need more than 1 person, and this is a tutorial video, so it's just me. And then you click on this arena map version 2.03, select, and then since I'm playing just by myself, I need to put classic turns because I need to handle both of the humans basically. And then that's all you need to do. You don't need to do anything else. Launch, and then press customize new, and then I will go for one druid, and we would play. Let's take Frostling druid, and then you need to choose your specs basically. So you can say for the arena so far. You should go for Grey God Adept, Keeper of the Peace Adept, or Shadowborn Adept, basically because they offer you some spells to buff your units basically automatically. So Grey God obviously have the buff to give your units a higher chance to make critical hits, and then you also have the Master will give you a shield, basically I think 2 defense and 1 resistance for non-flanking attacks. So let's go for Keeper of the Peace Adept, Keeper of the Peace Master for the Druid. And then we can take, let's take Adept of Earth, just because we can. So press next, so it's done. And then we customize the other one. So we have a Druid, and we want to make him fight a Sorcerer. So let's make it cold versus, no, ice versus fire. So let's take a Draconian Sorcerer. And the Sorcerer, she will be a Grey God Adept, so they will be critical hits from the apprentice. No, maybe not the apprentice. Yeah, let's take the apprentice and Adept of Fire for the fireball. So we're done. So since this is just a tutorial video, I think I will just create 1 stack. So we won't do. Oops, I'm sorry, now I was a bit too quick. So you will see that you start with 1000 gold and 500 mana, and then you have 6 piles of research that laying on the ground. So you should pick up all of them, and that will give you a total of 4500 research points. So that's usually the first thing I do when I start the game. I put I go into research book to pick the spells that I want to use. So you also have the option if you want to have a dwelling. So for example, we could pick so that we can produce a dragon, fae, giant, or naga. But since this is it costs 1500 research basically, so it's a big trade-off if you want to do use a dwelling and the units they have. So press no dwelling this time, and then we can pick the research we want. So like I said, we take spiritual freedom, so we are dedicated to good, so all our units will get the meditate buff, and then all friendly dedicated to good units gain +2 melee strength and +2 defense. So we'll take that one as well. So all our units will now be proper buffed up. And then we take summon wild animal, and then we take produce hunter, summon eldritch animal, and then we take produce shaman, and then we will stop there with the summoning and producing units. And then we will take druidry, and then we will take druidry 2, and then we will take druidry 3, and then we'll take druidry 4. So now we have 60 casting points. So actually I will do one more. So we have 70 because I want to cast one eldritch animal. So cast him there. So we got an elephant, so it's not the best but also not maybe the worst. So we also cast good alignment. So you could see that in the arena you can choose if you want to have the good alignment or the evil alignment, or you can just leave it if you want to be neutral. So we pick good alignment, and all of these spells well, these spells actually, they are for free, so you don't need to pay anything to cast it. So we cast it. Seek Inspiration is also for free. It usually costs 80, but it's for free, so we cast that just to show you how it works in the spellbook. And then we can continue to pick, so we take Beast Mastery, even if we just have one animal so far. And then we can pick a few other spells, but this is the problem sometimes in a spellbook, that it doesn't give you what you want to do. So we'll take Stoning, for example. So we have 2000 research left. We can take Revive Instinct, for example. We can take Root Spears. We can take Favorite Enemy. I would like to see Call Beast Horde. I think it costs 1600. So we could try a few times more to call Ancestral Spirit. $1400. Okay, so we probably won't get Call Beast Horde. So if this was a real game, I would probably continue a few more times until I get the spell that I want. But for now, we will just create the units, and you can see in the city we have a production of 1044, so we can basically create everything we want. So let's just create shamans. So I think that's, oh, there is one more shaman we can create. Okay, so we have 20 gold left, so that's our limit basically. We cannot do any more. We can summon 2 more animals for 140, and then we would have 80 left. So we can also pick the skills for the leader. So pick Call Lightning. I didn't need to prevent animal. It was just by instinct. That doesn't matter. So we take Healing, Awaken Spirit, Light Protection, Natural Immunity, Natural Resistance, Nourishing Meal, Regrowth, Spirit of the Land. Warm at Night, we have 100% frost protection, Entangling Touch, Shock, Spirit, Ranged Range, Hit Points, 1 more hit point, Defense, 1 more defense, and Resistance. So that's all we could do for our Druid, and then we can end the turn, and then the Sorcerer will start her journey to the arena.